Hello everyone, we're going to be doing the Pythagorean theorem on the coordinate plane. Here, you can pause your video for the warm-up. When you're done, unpause it to see the answer. Okay, so this triangle has a leg that's 7 centimeters, a hypotenuse of 8 centimeters. So we have our triangle. The hypotenuse is directly across from the 90-degree angle, which is 8. One of the legs is 7, and the other one's missing. So a squared plus b squared equals c squared. For one of the legs, it's 7. One leg is missing. The hypotenuse is 8. We got 7 squared, which is 49. 8 squared, which is 64. We want to get b by itself, because that's what we're solving for, so we're going to subtract 49 from both sides. We have b squared, 64 minus 49, which is 15. To get rid of the squared in b squared, we take the square root of both sides, and we're left with b equals square root of 15. Since 15 is not divisible by a perfect square, and it's not a perfect square itself, it is just radical 15. Let's go to the next one. So this is what we're going to be working on today. We're going to be finding the distance between 2 points on a coordinate plane using the Pythagorean theorem. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually create a triangle on the coordinate plane. So first things first, if we're going to find the distance between these points, we're going to need to draw a triangle. So use a straight edge to draw this line. So straight edge, anything that makes a straight line, you can use a ruler, side of a notebook, doesn't matter. So we have our line. That's what we're going to be finding. But first, we need to create the triangle. So we're going to use our knowledge of the slope to kind of help us. Remember when we first found slope, we created little triangles from the diagonal line. So the best thing to do is to kind of start with I always start with the top, the highest point, so this one. And I'm going to draw up or down towards the other one. Since the one's below, I'm just going to go down, just a straight line down. Then I'm going to go to the other point, P2, and I'm going to go to the left to meet the other line. And there we go. And I just erase the other parts. So again, start at my top point, draw down, draw across, and that's it. Okay, so we know where our hypotenuse is. Our hypotenuse is directly across from our 90-degree angle, and that is what we're trying to find. That's our C. So A, we're going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4. The other one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to write our Pythagorean theorem off to the side. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. A is 4 squared. B is 6 squared. And then just c squared. 16 plus 36 equals c squared. 16 plus 36 is 52. To get rid of the little square, we're going to take the square root of both sides. And c equals radical 52. 52 is not a perfect square, but it is divisible by a perfect square, so it is divisible by the perfect square of 4. So we can rewrite 52 as 4 times 13. And then what we do is we break that apart. So it's square root of 4, square root of 13 equals c. The square root of 4 is 2, and we leave radical 13. So our answer can either be in simple form or just radical 52. So in a complete sentence, the distance between the 2 points is 2 radical 13 units. Okay. All right, let's go to the next one. Same idea here. We are going to find the distance between the 2 points, but first we need to create our triangle. So I always start with the point above, the top one, the one highest. I'm going to go down to my second point, and then on that second point, I'm either going to go left or right. In this case, I'm going to go right to match and make my triangle. mark my 90-degree angle, identify my hypotenuse. The hypotenuse is what I'm trying to find, and then we have our legs. And what we're going to do is we're going to count the units to find the distance for those legs. So right here is 1, 2. The other one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then again, we write our Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. A is 2 squared, b is 10, and c is what we're trying to find. So we have 4 plus 100 equals c squared. So we have 104 equals c squared. And take the square root of both sides. And we have c equals the square root of 104. 104 is not a perfect square itself. So we have 4 times 26. C equals square root of 4 times square root of 26. So we have 2 radical 26. So we have 2 answers here. You can say radical 104, or you can use the simplified version. So the distance (2 points) 2 radical 26 units. Excellent. We're going to skip problem number 3 for now. We don't have grid paper to do this. You're going to be working on the independent practice. Once you're finished, you're going to work on a Desmos that has been posted already on Google Classroom. Please follow the information in order. The last day I can accept anything late. So if you owe something, please turn it on by Wednesday. Okay, that's the last possible day that I can take it and properly grade it in time for the end of the school year. I'm sorry that I couldn't be with you guys today, and I will not be with you tomorrow, so I expect you to do your best as always, and I will see you Wednesday. Reach out with any questions you may have. Have a wonderful day, and see you soon.